It is often said that nature is the vocabulary of God, that it speaks to us. It speaks to us about our relationship with God and our relationship with the earth and our relationship with others. More and more scientists are discovering that trees talk to each other, that they communicate somehow, that the birds and the animals also communicate. Sometimes we try hard to totally understand their language. I know the chickadees talk to me, but I don't know how. I know that the deer speak and the squirrels speak, a language that I struggle to understand. Sometimes I think that I do, and it's great fun. As I talk to you this morning, we have just plowed ourselves out from a deep snowstorm. 10 to 12 inches, I don't know. The winds were blowing so hard it was drifting. But we had a lot of snow. And the area where I live was at a standstill for quite a while because the roads were treacherous. There was no traction on them whatsoever. Even traveling by snowmobile was difficult. And yet today, with the arrival of a polar vortex on top of it all, and today's highs will reach 0 degrees Fahrenheit with wind chills hovering around 30 below. The sun is shining, and the woods is beautiful. Everything is blanketed in this white. The chickadees are all puffed up and looking happy at the feeder. And there's something about this scene that touches my soul. It's the stillness. It's what looked like what was a horrible, chaotic storm a few days ago has now switched to serenity in the sunshine. The trees are hibernating, and I too am called to rest. I too am called to imagine myself as this part of this nature that can be filled with a storm one day and can be brought into this peaceful stillness the next. In between, there was work to do. There was snow to be plowed, wood stoves to be fed to keep warm, making sure we had supplies. Because the polar vortex will be here for a week. And yet, the silence after the storm. That too speaks to our spiritual journey. That sometimes God has to shake it all up. God has to let us know that we are not in control. That we don't have power over the world, nor do we totally understand it. That we need to just dwell in it, knowing that the storm will pass and peace and sunshine can follow if we know how to rest in it. And so I would invite you today, wherever you are in the world and whatever scenery you are looking out upon at this time, that you allow nature to speak to your soul, and listen to what it has to say. Peace be with you this day and every day.